help us understand, is this a blanket tariff reduction across Indian exports, or should we read this as a sector-specific or a selective move for so far? And yet, we are awaiting the fine print. Are you waiting for that too? And only then will things get clarified there?
So let me kind of clarify. I think two sectors that I closely track, which are kind of the future of Indian manufacturing, pharma and electronics, semiconductors and stuff like that. Those were anyway exempt to a large extent, either in terms of company specific exemptions or because of those being treated as like slightly differently than rest of the economy. So for those, it doesn't change anything because they were anyway benefiting from across the board zero tariffs, right? So those sectors are separate. Now then comes the issue of automobile component manufacturers. I guess they may also not be included in this 18%. So for them, it would be a different story. There are some reports that suggest that about a tenth of our total exports would be left out of this. So if 90% of our export goods are included in this 18%, I would be very happy. As I said, at 25, I was okay with 25. I felt that maybe that's the best that we could have gotten. 18 is just a sweet surprise. And within a month, I'm seeing my own sense of optimism about the economy. It's just changed completely. 2-3 days ago, even after the India-Europe deal, there were reasons to be concerned about our currency situation, with the slide in the rupee and where it would eventually stop and stabilize. I think a lot of those concerns are now just out. I mean, I don't even think about them. I'm just thinking, okay, so we've got this deal. What are some of the areas where we have reduced our tariffs? And mind you, I'm a big believer that we do need to reduce our tariffs irrespective of whether we want a deal or not. So in my mind, the reason why private investment in India is low has everything to do with the fact that we are very protectionist as an economy, and the incumbents therefore don't feel the need to invest. So irrespective of this deal, as long as we are reducing our tariffs, I think I'm happy. So would be very interesting to see what are some of the sectors where the government has in fact committed to reduce tariffs. I would also say that if you look at the last 6 months, we've been on a very nice path of reform. It's a very nice journey because we have liberalized a lot of sectors that we never thought we would, insurance being one of those. Even nuclear power to a large extent has witnessed some form of reforms. So I would kind of say that we are on the right path. This is the path that would eventually take us to a high income country status. My hope is that this deal would not derail that process, because a lot of these reforms were done only after we had a 50% tariff. So once there's a gun to our head, we do all the reforms. Now that that gun is no longer on our head, I hope we still continue to do the hard stuff that we anyway have to do. And I hope that, we don't slow on that.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.